So I was born to Charlene, and we now know that my father is actually the guy on my birth certificate, Walter. We know that Walter has disowned me, shunned me, if you will, and doesn't want to be my father. And so, after DCF took me out of my biological family, they put me in several foster homes. One of them, the Tugnorellis, for Thanksgiving, they decided that they put me in a dog crate and they'd give me a can of Elpo dog food, wet, chunky, and a spoon. And their family were sitting in the dining room and eating, and I'm over here in the living room watching them eat, eating a can of Elpo. It was Thanksgiving. I'm not a fan of holidays. Got a lot of bad things around holidays. And then after that home, I got put in with the Phelpses, and I loved the Phelpses. They were so kind and loving and compassionate and validating. And the Department of Child and Family Services, when it came to them approaching them to adopt me, Child and Family Services was like, "You're too old, no." So then, my caseworker, Paul Goldstein, placed me with Mike and Marcia Powers. We'll get into that in other episodes. But that was my first 6 years. And I remember more than I wish I did. There's much more than that even documented in my DCF on record with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So I don't have to question if these things happened. I don't have to question if these things are something in my mind or something, because there's a paper trail. There's a fucking paper trail. Charlene even tried to tell DCF at one point that my father was a black guy with the initial O. She called him O. I a couple times actually looked in the mirror and were like, "Oh my God, look at my nose. It looks like an African American nose. Oh my God." No, I just got a big fucking nose. That's the first 6 years. There are a lot of stories that I could share with you and may share with you as time progresses and this channel moves forward. I never really know what I want to talk about or what I feel is important or what I'm going to have to go back and shed light on based on what a future episode might touch on. So, yeah. Yeah. It's been really hard. It's been really difficult. But the one thing I always knew, every second that I have been on Earth, is that I am not a victim. I'm a survivor, but even more important than that, I am resilient. I am so wanting all of the goodness that you're still supposed to want in life. The family, the house, the safety, the security, the laughter, the memories. I still have a desire for those things. That hasn't been snuffed out of me due to bitterness or victimness or fear or lack of wanting. I still have those needs. I still believe that there's somebody out there at night that when they put their head on their pillow, they're wondering where I am, just like when I go to bed at night, I put my head on my pillow and I'm wondering, where are you, man? I got a lot of medical things going on. Where are you? I'm here. I'm here. I want to make you laugh. I want to experience life with you. I want to share my life with you. I want to experience life with you. And so that's where I'm at right now. That's how I found out who my father were. And I know that this episode has been really lengthy, but I'm not here for the YouTube algorithm. I'm not here for monetization. I don't have a merch line I'm going to ask you to buy just so I can be trendy like everybody else out there. I'm here because I have a lot to say. I have been through a lot, and I know that if I share what I'm going through, gone through, and have to go through, both on my personal level and on a medical level and on a level of just being a human out here in the same world that you're in, even if it feels like a completely different world, I know that I have a lot to say, and I believe that I'll be able to help others by enabling relation, and maybe even have some help given to me by being able to relate. I've had so many very nice stories, nice comments, nice people have contacted me since I rebooted this series last month. I can't believe that there's already like 10 subscribers. Like, I expected in the first year to maybe get 5 subscribers total. So to have 10 subscribers in a month, I'm like, people really do want to hear this. We're doing this. It's going to feel at times like we're kind of jumping all over the place. But if you've noticed, life doesn't come with a manual, and it doesn't come with a timeline or an outline. And oftentimes life does feel like it's all over the place. Thank you for making it this far, for commenting, for subscribing, for sharing your stories, whether you're doing it through private messaging or my social media or comments here on YouTube, however you're deciding to reach out to me, and to not isolate yourself and to hear my story, whether you're here to oppose or support. Everybody is welcome here. This isn't a channel for people who only like what I'm saying. This is a channel for people who need to know that maybe the things I've gone through you might be or have or will go through, and we can no longer have to sit here as an army of one, and we can unite through our resiliency and our desire to want to laugh, to want memories, to want to be able to believe in love and happiness and those things that I may never be able to actually obtain for good, but I've now learned through everything I'm going through to really appreciate those things and value them when I have them. They might not last forever. Everything changes. Everybody changes. But the one thing I know, my willingness to want others to know that life isn't a TV show. Not everybody has a million friends. Not everybody has a perfect family. And to be honest, most people out here in the world, most of us have it pretty messy. That's all. That's all for today. I thank you. And we have a lot of heavy things ahead. Exposure. We got some very strong tea brewing. And we also have some really interesting and mysterious things that are going to be showing up on the channel. I hope that my videos get better, my editing, publishing, blah, 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 blah. I hope that I am a work in progress, and I hope the channel also reflects that. Bye, everybody.